Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com here, back today with another daily crypto update. As per usual, I'm going to be going over Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, Neo, Vertcoin, Minero, Omisego, and Lisk. I'm also going to be talking a bit about Bitcoin Cash today as it's bouncing, and I'll cover all of those in a more detailed technical analysis on TradingView in just a second. First off, let me give a quick shout out to Coinbase. If you haven't purchased cryptocurrencies yet, go check them out. You can get $10 free worth of Bitcoin when you sign up. And other than that, let's get started with what's been going on with the general market and the altcoins. I also wanted to give a quick thank you to everyone who's been watching these videos. The growth has been amazing, almost at 10,000 subscribers, a lot of big things in the works, and I'll be updating you on that as soon as possible. But other than that, Bitcoin has pulled back just a tad. It's just basically consolidating a little bit here. You'll see in the technical analysis part, but taking a bit of a breather here. Ethereum, very similar, pretty flat price action, and same with Litecoin actually. Now, Bitcoin Cash is actually kicking back upwards. I believe there hasn't been any news or anything, so this probably is just based off technicals and the fact that, it was probably oversold a bit. Neo having a very big day today, up over 30%. So that's going to be a pretty huge breakout for Neo, and we'll see how that affects the chart, but it's definitely a good thing. IOTA pulling back a bit today. Minero up slightly. Lisk having a bit of a pullback. This is one of the cryptos that really had a tremendous increase in the past couple days, so it's completely understandable that it's pulling back a bit. And otherwise, we're quite mixed today in the altcoin market. Some are doing better than others. Quite a bit of red here. Vertcoin also relatively flat. Nothing really to worry about. Just a little breather, it looks like. And yeah, other than that, let's get right into the technical analysis. So starting off with Bitcoin Cash here, we can see that after we had this pullback, it kind of found support at this, let's see, the low of $862. Where we had a double bottom with the next candlestick. That's a bullish candlestick pattern, and we were actually basically bouncing off this middle band over here, which is currently at $8.15. So that was the bounce back, and of course we moved back above $1,000. So could start seeing this one move higher here in the short term. Yeah, we do have some more space to move up with the where the upper Bollinger Band is at. And we are still uptrending. I mean, if you look at the middle band, of course, like I said, the brown line. Now we bounce back on the RSI. MACD, this blue line is pretty flat, so we'll have to see how that pans out. Seems like we are kicking a little bit upwards on the histogram as well, so it really depends. We aren't really breaking above the high of yesterday, so we'll have to see how that plays out. But if tomorrow we get another green candlestick and we're moving back higher, we'll probably come back to this 100 and about $350 area, most likely in the next couple days, if we can get a confirmation that this is indeed the bounce that the market was looking for, I guess, for Bitcoin Cash. So as you can see here, Bitcoin kind of tested just under $8,000. It wasn't able to go over it on a Bitstamp or Coinbase. It did go over it on Bitfinex yesterday, though. And what does this mean exactly? So we did make a higher high and a higher low today, which is obviously a good sign. The indicators are looking pretty good, especially the MACD here. We did fully cross over. We're positive on the histogram. The RSI is moving downwards now again. So we'll just have to see if Bitcoin has the strength to, break through 8,000 at this current point. Let me just draw a support level. I would say this support level right over here at around the low of today, so 7,528. That's going to be an area where we want to see the price hold above, and I think it has a good chance of doing that. There's already some previous candlesticks here that will serve as some pretty good support. Now, of course, if there is some more weakness, we'll probably fall back down to the middle band over here at 6,894 currently. But I'm pretty hopeful that we can stay above this level and break above 8,000 now in the next few days. Of course, we will have more serious support at the initial uptrend line over here if things go bad. But overall, I'm not too worried about it. You know, it is a little bit overextended. It moved up pretty fast, and I think it just had to take a bit of a breather. We might consolidate for, you know, a couple more days before really breaking above 8,000. But yeah, it's just the fact that, you know, we're already now touching the upper Bollinger Band, and it might not have been ready for that just yet. So I think that's kind of what's happening right now. But otherwise, we'll just have to wait and see here going forward, really. Other than that, let's get right into what Ethereum has been doing. And actually not doing too bad today, up slightly. So we do have a little bit of a bottom here that's put in my opinion, in the short term. And that's actually a really good sign. So what happened with Ethereum, it looks like, we broke above the upper Bollinger Band. And I mean, if you look at previous times where we did that, Ethereum doesn't seem to like trading above the upper Bollinger Band. So it falls usually back down pretty quickly. Did it over here as well. And that's kind of what happened this time around. Now, it has been some, you know, a pullback. We have more room to move up slowly here. And I think that's what's going to happen. This looks like a pretty nice, you know, candlestick that would signify a bottom to me, especially with the pretty long lower wick. So that's a good sign. You know, we're still moving up nicely on the MACD. RSI is starting to turn back up as well. So, you know, I like Ethereum here. I think it'll slowly but steadily climb up to that $350 level, at which point, you know, I really hope that it can get some strength eventually and break through that, move towards 400. But it's moving in a really good way here, a little bit slow, but steady. And to be honest, that's maybe even better than, you know, some kind of quick increase. So nothing to worry about here, in my opinion, on Ethereum. It is looking pretty good. Going over to Litecoin. Litecoin, it seems like, let's see. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see, Litecoin. So Litecoin pulling back today, looks like down about 4% on Coinbase. And, you know, yesterday we broke above the $67 mark, which was a pretty important level to break above. So that's now, you know, acting as support. And I think that this is actually a pretty normal and healthy move, what we experienced right here. Basically, you know, after a big break of a resistance level, the price usually comes back and tests it one time, you know, just to pull back and to get some healthy price action in before moving back up. And that looks like that's what's happening right now. So I don't think we'll be moving back below 67. I think we'll probably consolidate and hold in between this range here for a couple days if that's what it needs to do, consolidate. But I think that this is just a really healthy pullback right now for Litecoin, and probably a buying opportunity. Obviously, I can't give financial advice. It's just my opinion, but I like this pullback here. And other than that, MACD is still uptrending. RSI, you know, pulling back a bit, but we're still uptrending on that as well. So nothing really to worry about. Like I said, might see some consolidation now between 67 and 75 moving forward, as it does seem like the market wants to, you know, maybe take a little bit of a breather before the next leg higher. Next up, we have Ripple. Ripple did actually break out yesterday, so let's see what's been going on with that one. And a little bit of a pullback today. Now, we're now in a little bit of a new range for Ripple. We're above this 21-cent level and currently facing resistance at this downtrend line over here, this pink line right here. Now, we did actually reject the 60 level on the RSI. You know, that was a pretty big resistance level. Didn't manage to go above that. It seems like the MACD and the histogram are doing really well. They're moving upwards nicely. Now, you know, as long as we hold this 21-cent area, we're still fine. I just kind of expect it to move along this little range over here and eventually, if there's enough strength, break to the upside, hopefully. So that's kind of what I expect for Ripple, but it does have a lot of resistance because of previous candlesticks and stuff. So it's kind of normal that it's struggling a bit still, and it probably still will until it gets that really good breakout out of this downtrend line at least. So let's see what's been going on with NEO. NEO, the big mover today, actually. And it's about time. It was consolidating a lot, as you can see, which is actually a really good sign, especially following a breakout like this. You know, this is going to be the new support level, actually even a bit higher now. But it could always come back and test this, like I said, with Litecoin. With that being said, though, it puts in a really nice base for NEO, and, you know, it's more logical to move up after some good consolidation like this where the price is finally ready to start moving to the upside. So we put in a high today of $43.41. Let me go ahead and put some new horizontal lines in to see what's going on. So that's going to be correspond to all the previous candlesticks over here, which are acting as resistance. So now NEO is moving in this $31 to $43 range over here. It's probably gonna, it depends on the strength. If it's strong enough, we could probably see it really kick up higher and start breaking through this $43 area, like it kind of did over here. It just depends on how much strength it has. We are already significantly out of the Bollinger Bands, but they are expanding. So, it really depends. We're trying to get into the 70 level on the RSI, which is definitely going to be a good sign if we're able to do that. And other than that, we'll just have to wait and see how much strength does it have, if it's going to keep moving upwards in the next couple days, or if it's going to consolidate in this range, I would say. But overall, this breakout is a great sign for NEO, and it really kind of confirms my expectation of it moving, back towards its all-time highs now. So that's good to see. Vertcoin, a lot of people have been asking me about this one. So let's see. I covered an every daily crypto update though, but still pulling back a bit. Now, unfortunately, we are below the middle band, the brown line, currently at $4.19. Still downtrending on the MACD. Nothing really happening on the RSI. So, it looks like it's going to drop a bit more here. Still consolidating in between the range that I thought it would. So $4.85 to $3.36. That looks like it's going to continue a bit longer. Now we have the Bollinger Bands that are starting to contract a little bit. So it'll probably, tighten up that range even more. And yeah, I would expect more consolidation here and more of a little bit of a breather for Vertcoin after the big run up, right? So I'll definitely let you know, of course, when things start looking better for Vertcoin. But for now, as long as this MACD doesn't start turning back up, I definitely expect the price to, act somewhat negatively and consolidate at the very least. Moving over to Minero now. Minero not doing too bad today, it seems like. So let's see. Minero up about 4% here, moving back into this higher range. So, this is basically the final range up until $138, at which point it'll probably go and test all-time highs. And we're back above, this $121 area. That's good to see. It'll probably move in this range. I wouldn't be surprised to see it really kick back into action and actually get the breakout that it's been, that I've kind of been waiting for it to do. But there is some space as far as the Bollinger Bands go, which is good to see. MACD still uptrending. RSI wants to go above the 70 line, it looks like. So, I think it looks good. It might consolidate a bit more, but if it has the strength, it'll probably just go ahead and break right through $137 at this point. Omisego, let's see what's been going on with that one. I think it was doing pretty badly yesterday. Let's see. It seems like we get a bit of a bounce today. So, once again, as expected, pretty accurate here with my technical analysis. As you can see, I drew this uptrend line over here, and then our current uptrend line that's serving as support. And of course, this one was the previous one, which is acting as resistance. So what I've been saying is I expected the price to kind of bounce between these two trend lines, and that's what's happening. So yesterday we came in, tested the bottom of this. Today we're bouncing back up. So, we're still in that pattern. What's good to see is we are flattening out now pretty significantly on the Bollinger Band. We can see that also on the middle band. So hopefully soon enough the price will be able to start turning back upwards now. And, it looks like it might do that even now in the next couple days as we got this bounce. So, unless we really lose this uptrend line, it's normal price action for Omisego and nothing to worry about. But, just going to take some time here for the Bollinger Bands to start moving back in an upwards direction. We are still uptrending on the MACD, which is good to see. And hopefully we can get back uptrending on the RSI as well. Let's see what's been going on with Lisk for the final cryptocurrency of the daily update. And Lisk, like I said, bit of a pullback here after the massive breakout, actually above, $12 was the high yesterday. So pulled back pretty significantly from where we were, of course. Seems like it's going to trade in between this $7.68 and $8.57 range about. So, this upper range over here It looks like it does want to consolidate in there a little bit longer. So, you know, maybe a little bit of a premature breakout of the all-time high, and maybe wasn't ready for that, you know, too much of a move in one shot. So it came back down now and is trading in this range, which is fine, you know. That'll probably last a couple days here at least, because, let me see, I'm zoomed in quite a bit here, but if we look at what happened, we actually broke, for one, out of this uptrend line over here, which was, of course, a really sharp uptrend line to hold. And, you know, now we have this second one that's going to be in play moving forward. So, you know, probably just going to consolidate a bit longer here after what happened, especially with the flat candlesticks, moving back lower on the RSI. Yeah, tapering off on the RSI. So, you know, probably just going to get some consolidation here for Lisk in the short term. I'll keep you updated if I see anything change. But yeah, that's kind of what happened with the big breakout there. So this is the end of the Daily Crypto Update. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate you watching this video, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.